documentary on David McCulloch's book, John Adams, a short time ago. I read the book a while ago. And near the end of the book, he talks about the fact that on March 25th, 1825, in the hall of the House of Representatives of the Capitol in Washington, John Quincy Adams took the oath of office as the 6th President of the United States, administered by Chief Justice John Marshall. And as the year proceeded, in Quincy, Massachusetts, the health and physical strength of his aging father, John Adams, who was the 2nd President of the United States, did not allow him to attend the inauguration. John Adams, the father, was at home at what is known in Quincy as the Adams Mansion. A stream of visitors, as McCulloch writes, continued through the seasons, and among them was Ralph Waldo Emerson, who came to visit John on the day that his son was being inaugurated. And Emerson wrote about John Adams that day that he talks very distinctly for such an old man. He enters using long sentences, but carries them invariably to a conclusion without ever correcting a word. He was a man of conviction and passionate about his views and values, writes Emerson. And in speaking of the mood of the times, Adams explained to Emerson, who wrote them down, and McCulloch chronicles. He said, "I would to God that there were more ambitious people in this country," by which he meant ambition of that laudable kind, the old ideal to excel. We don't need any more greed. We don't need people biding time in their jobs just to collect bonuses. We don't need more people waiting for someone else to say something first. We need to speak up. We don't need any more brotherhoods of silence for the wrong reasons, which is what John Gough expected at Solomon Brothers. We need to stop being naive about some of this information. We need to stop being naive about old paradigms, as well as trying to stop massaging all this new information into, a reversion to these old paradigms. In other words, we need to stop rationalizing. We need you and me to speak up, to be convicted about what is right and say so. We need more accountability. We need more frameworks of accountability. We need more of you to say why, how does that work, what for. In other words, we need the moral compass back. My grandfather once told me, it's great to be able to do what you want in life until you reach the realization point in your life when you know it's time to do what you were meant to do. You know what's exciting about all these problems? They're all doable. They're all solvable. When you present this kind of information to people, they get very depressed. But if you're going to go sailing, what do you need to know? The weather, the seas. That's what we need to know. And that's what this is. This doesn't mean you don't go sailing. This just means you sail differently. The set of the sail, not the gale, determines the way you go. We can do it. This is doable. But what you need is the facts. And you can't say, I might as well not bother. No, we can do it. These are doable problems. They're solvable problems. In fact, I'm excited, about them. But what's necessary is the conviction and the passion that it can be done. Thank you.